Right now, we are taking you to indulgence heaven. If you are looking to indulge your sweet tooth, then today is the day to do it. We're making decadent condensed milk fudge that is marbled with white chocolate and a sprinkle of sea salt. I know someone back at home, Onke Mbata, this one is for you. This one's for you, girl. She's obsessed with fudge. Every single day growing up, after high school, she would come home with just a fat stack of fudge.
Oh, I mean, what's not to love? I mean, that crumbly, smooth texture. Listen, no diet day.
It's
complete without some sweet goodness. You can see all of our ingredients here, Pali. We are amping it up, right? So I've already got my sugar and water bubbling away on the stove. You want to do that just until the sugar starts dissolving. So we've at that point now. In with some butter, of course.
A whole lot of healthy butter.
And then we've got some golden syrup or maple syrup. Okay, pour that in.
So now, Jay, I've never made fudge from scratch, and I know a lot of people at home probably are like, Bali, what have you been doing your whole childhood? But I didn't realize that there's just so many sweet elements that go into it.
So there are a lot of sweet elements, but when you sort of balance them out, and we've actually sprinkled a bit of sea salt at the end, just to bring in a bit of a savory note at the end. But look here, you just chop it up into nice bite-sized pieces. But Pali, we are celebrating no diet day.
I was going to say you enjoy it slowly but surely.
It's no diet day, so we really just going to enjoy our fudge today.
Okay, so we've already got, you said, the sugar. Did you put brown sugar or white sugar in there?
We used white granulated sugar in today.
White granulated sugar.
And simply because we're cooking it at a high heat, a brown sugar, muscovado sugar has a lot more molasses in, and that tends to catch quite easily on the stove. So we're using white granulated sugar for this purpose. And then you just add your maple syrup or your honey or even golden syrup and a bit of butter.
And the liquid you used, was it water?
Water.
You said, okay, got it.
Just a little bit of water.
Walking me through steadily.
And then you can see how it's bubbling up. That looks ever so luscious. I'm going to turn the heat down ever so slightly, and then we are bringing one of my favorite guests to the party, and that is some condensed milk. Right? So we're going for unsweetened condensed milk.
All right.
So again, that's a nice way to reel in the sugar a little bit, create more balance. So we're going to go in with, this is about a can.
Look how velvety that is.
I'm going to save this for later and put my finger in there.
I know you. When I see Jay at the back of the studio just going in there, licking his fingers, I know exactly what he's up to. So
this is sort of the point you want to get to, where we've just reduced the heat because this can get quite hot, but you can see, look at that beautiful golden color. Yeah, the color is coming together. It's coming together, and then we're just going to bubble this up and boil this until it thickens, right? Again, it's a real labor of love. So don't step away. We're going to, and I think while we get this bubbling up, should we try a piece? Maybe
we should try a piece. You know, I think that I would be good at making fudge. As much as I don't have a sweet tooth, I think, you know, with this, I'm the kind of person that cannot leave a pot alone.
Yeah.
I'm forever nagging and nudging and playing with my food and lifting up the lid. So for someone like me, this is a recipe that I can try because I love bonding and hugging my pot.
But what's great about this, Pali, is that you can actually make fudge in the microwave.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, friend. So if you are someone who, you know, is busy in the kitchen, if you want to do this a lot quicker, you can bang this into the microwave, and this will cook on the stove for about 5 to 8 minutes until we're ready for the next step. So let's give it a try.
Delicious. I took a baby bite because I'm still trying to talk. But it's that good, friend. Not as sweet as I expected, because sometimes fudge can, you know, for us also with sensitive teeth, it can literally hurt your teeth, the sweetness. But this doesn't at all.
Not at all. It's nice and soft. Fudge is sort of very interesting because it's hard, but it still has a softness to it.
Yeah, inside.
Right? And the way that you get that texture, Pali, is when, we've reached the point where it's bubbling nicely, and I'm going to turn the heat down. Okay. So we're going to let this just cool down slightly. Okay, then I've got a little whisk here. Now, the most important part when making fudge is to beat it.
Wow.
And that's where you get the real creamy texture. So I'm going to start just slowly beating this together. And
it seems as if, you know what, everyone always makes it look so simple. If you were using a microwave, for example, Jay, as you had suggested, how does that process differ from this one?
So how it would differ, Pali, you do it in 30-second intervals, right?
Okay.
Heating it up, whisking it slowly, heating it up a bit more. But the idea is that you want to sort of let it cook through thoroughly and only at the end let it cool down and whisk it.
I got you. Okay, so it is possible.
It is definitely possible. So at this point, Pali, I'm just going to put in a sprinkling of what we call Malden salt. So have a look at that. Fun fact, Malden salt is called Malden salt because it's farmed in the city of Malden in the UK.
Fun facts galore. But listen, besides the facts and besides the deliciousness, I cannot enjoy this without my sister.
Oh, yes.
Dumi has a little bit of a sweet tooth. Everyone knows that. And we also are making a cake later.
She's literally running.
She is quite literally running to the kitchen. She's like, don't leave me behind, Dumi.
Did somebody say fudge?
Yes, we've got some fudge for you, my girl. Come, I mean, you can pick away.
I need to have the one with all the things you spoke about. You spoke about fudge, you spoke about white chocolate, and you spoke about Malden salt. Okay, I'm going to give it a bite.
Give it a bite, friendo, and let us know how you feel. I mean, that has a lot of sea salt, the one you just took. The marbled white chocolate.
It's not a lot. It's the perfect amount.
It's perfect.
Because, like you were talking about the sweetness.
Yeah.
The Malden salt cuts through
that sweetness.
So it definitely, the white chocolate is definitely a needed addition. Can I chew my fudge
chew in
piece,
peace,
please?
chew in peace, chew in peace. Yes, Jay.
Okay, so we've done with our fudge. We're going to put in some white chocolate at the top as a marbling effect. Okay, and then we can just put a little bit more salt
on the
for balance, and then we're done.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. Now, Mzansi, we will be back with that melting Mzansi cheeser. See you soon.